Hello, YouTubers. I just wanted to share this information because I've been actually traveling um, a lot, but it's been more of to know more about properties and building and septics and stuff. But a lot of people. Uh, Forgive me, I don't have nothing written down, or I'm not a professional YouTuber or person that knows how to just easily talk in the camera, or anything like that. But I just wanted to share this because a lot of people feel that they have to purchase a home that costs $200,000 and then they can't afford to actually live in it. And they're being foreclosed on, especially right now with the pandemic. Things are pretty bad, but you can actually, I mean, especially because I do have a lot of offer up followers, well, not a lot, but like 200, um and without even really putting too much effort to build my subscribers. But the you can actually buy a cheap property. Most likely you can find a land cheap, and I mean really cheap. I'm talking about between um $1,000 $5,000. I mean, it just depends in the area as well. I mean, if you're in the smack middle of downtown, especially in the Houston area, I mean, if you do get something for 5,000, you'll be lucky. But I have come across even some property that are like 500. They just want to get rid of it. They don't want to deal with it, or because they're not builders, or they're not going to deal with it. But I have, since I've been traveling, I've been going to like all the small towns. I stop if I see something that interests me. I stop, and then I'll get the city name, the property address, or a nearby address. I call the city and I ask them, well, how much do y'all charge? I take pictures, and I ask them, how much do they charge to, for example, there is no electric meter or a water meter that I didn't see, or a gas meter. I ask them, how much is it to install one? Okay, so like, let's say for instance, here you see this picture, you see where on the left you see the where's it at, right here, you see the gas meter to the left by the tree. I mean, I would still ask, how much is it to install it, for the deposit and whatnot. But there's also YouTube videos, that even some companies don't even install the electric meter pole. Some don't have them, not even a meter pole. Um, and some cities, you it just depends on the city and if it's the county. Some, if it's in the county for the electric, they won't come and install the pole. You have to do it. So some of them charge like $500 for just the pole plus the electrical box, or if you want to put a plug under it, it's all additional. But okay, so I would call. Sometimes you have to call the water company if there you don't see that there's a water meter. But if you want to know how much is a deposit, so if you get all that information, you'll know what you're looking to spend. Now, some, if you're in the county, some of them you have to install your own septic tank or aerobic system, and a lot of people don't want to do the aerobic, and because it's so expensive. Or sometimes even the county or the permit office tells you, well, you need to get an aerobic system, and normally their costs like 6,000, 10,000, and most people cannot afford that. But I'm going to tell you, because they have told me for years that we have to install an aerobic system, but that's not true. You actually can have a soil test done. You have to look for a company that does a soil test, and once it's approved, then you can install the tank. Okay, guys, I don't remember where I left off. My husband was talking about his wrinkles and his spots on his face. So, okay, getting back to that. Okay, in other words, um, if you already have a property and you feel like you can build, just get you a soil test sample and see if you can build on your property, build and for the septic. But really, I'm sure you probably can build on it. So it's just they wanted to know that the water flows, I guess, correctly, that it doesn't. I'm not sure what they're really looking for. But um, one of I have a property in, I'm trying to show you the picture. Hold on. Okay, the neighbor that we have a few blocks down, he had his um dirt tested, because I don't know what the permit office wanted to for him to get an aerobic system, but he already had a septic tank, and they were trying to say that the water wouldn't flow off or drain. It had to drain properly. So they were trying to get him to, I guess they were trying to, I don't know, they were probably hating on him, I don't know, or they were racist. I don't know what the deal was. But he got the sample soil and they left him alone. Like they couldn't do anything. So now in their permit application, they have where the owner can install the tank, of course, with the soil sample. Soil test, I mean. So don't let that stop you. Get your soil test done on your property. Find out how much they charge. Well, that's one thing I haven't called to see how much they charge on that. Um, and what else? Yeah, guys. So just call and don't be embarrassed. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Just keep calling. I mean, I found out, like, on one property, I found out that it was actually online, and I just they had a picture of a house like something like this, but the city had already demolished the property. So I had told the lady, and I'm like, oh, I just really want to know how much it costs to um for the deposit for the light, gas, and water, because there's a property on there. And she said, but she knows the area and it's a small town. She's like, no, ma'am, there's actually not a building at this location. It's just a vacant lot. The city just demolished it. And I was like, oh, okay. So she told me, you don't need she said, we don't need to run the line, so there's not an additional cost, just a deposit though. Um, because they actually capped off at the meter. So everything was there. So they had capped off the water and the gas meter, and I don't know about the electric. I don't remember what she said. She just said that She didn't say it was capped off. She just said for the electrometer, she said that I had to call them to see how much they charged me. But I didn't actually call. I was for that property. But you just have to call. That's what I'm trying to say. All you have to do is call and find out, because every city or town has different, and they don't have anything on their websites, or they don't even have a website. So you just have to Google the town so that you can get their phone numbers and stuff. But I always try to go through the city, because they're the ones that are gonna, well, you're gonna have to ask them about the permit and stuff, and just let them know your situation, what you're trying to do, or what if you know how the property looks, because not everybody's gonna know uh the property. um so I just wanted to share that information with you. So if you don't want to have a high mortgage and you sell online, this is like a good option, because it's just cheaper. And I mean, and it's most of the small towns, they're more like country, because everything is so, um, I don't know, everything's just so more organic. I just wanted to share this with you guys. So I hope this helps someone. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, anything you find new about when you're out there looking for property and stuff, and you would like to share, definitely comment below. Thank you. Bye.